This is Chef Charles. Today we're gonna do a pork Iberico skirt steak with some spaghetti squash and grilled zucchini. Perfectly seasoned, perfectly juicy, perfectly cooked. Hope you guys enjoy. Wow. We're gonna be prepping this spaghetti squash, some zucchini for the grill. This is a Iberico pork skirt steak. This recipe will work perfectly with a beef skirt steak. Skirt steak's a little underrated in my opinion, but you gotta know how to cook it, you gotta know how to cut it. The cutting part is really important. First things first, we're gonna get our spaghetti squash cut and in the oven. I got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. We're just gonna cut this in half. First, I like to cut this root off so it's a little easier. And then I'll sit it up. At this other end, take my knife. You wanna kinda rock it down so we got them in half. Now you're gonna take these seeds out. Just get a good spoon. Same thing. We're gonna season these squash, olive oil, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, paprika. Make sure all the olive oil gets around the edges. Flip it over. We're gonna bake it skin side up. Now this is gonna go in the oven for 40 minutes. We're gonna check it, make sure it's tender, and it pulls apart with a fork. If it's not tender, it won't. So these, we're just gonna cut in half. I'm gonna take the ends off. And also these, I'm gonna cut these into quarters. Just like that. Okay, let me get this in the oven really quick. First, I'm gonna make sure I don't need to cut anything or prep anything. This is kind of the end of the skirt steak. It's a very thin steak that you have to cut against the grain, cook it just like any other one, but it's thin. I'm gonna cut this right where it kind of differentiates the thickness. There's still a good amount of fat on here, but it's not silver skin. If this was silver skin, I'd take it off, but really I'm just gonna leave that. That's gonna be good. Same thing that we did with the spaghetti squash. Olive oil, salt, sea salt, paprika, garlic powder. Make sure you season both sides. These are ready for the grill. Our spaghetti squash is in the oven. It has 35 minutes left. So we're gonna give it maybe 10 minutes before the spaghetti squash is done. We're gonna throw everything on the grill. That way everything comes together at one time. As soon as we got done prepping the vegetables, I turned the grill on just to make sure it's hot. For this, you really wanna get a nice hot grill. So turn it up all the way, give it a nice clean. So this side's pretty seasoned a little bit, but we're gonna season the grill a little bit more. So to season the grill, throw some oil on it. And then careful, because if you have a ton of oil on it and you have a really hot grill, it'll catch fire a little bit. No fire right now, but it's definitely smoking. So you can tell as soon as you get that seasoning on it, the grates just look really hydrated. All right, so we're gonna start with the vegetables. Both sides are on hot. The skirt steak has a lot of fat, just like a ribeye. You know, if you cook a ribeye open flame grill, when that fat renders out, you get a fire. Keep that water bottle beside you, just in case. Bigger piece on the grill first. This has more fat on this side. Same with the other piece. This side has more fat. So there we go. It's our first fire. So I'm gonna flip it. What causes that fire is the fat that renders out. So ribeyes in particular, they'll give you a hard time. This piece is not big at all. That should only take about less than 10 minutes. If you want to get really good cross sections on it, I'm just going to turn it 90 degrees or 45 degrees. To get a 90 degrees, that's how you get the checkerboards. To get 45 degrees, that's how you get the diamonds. Pork's ready. That looks so good. I really like these darker ones. All right, our timer's up. It's been 40 minutes. Careful, they're hot. While we're doing this, the steak is resting. So if you guys have never cooked spaghetti squash, this is how you do it. Now you're gonna take a fork and it just shreds by itself. And then from side to side, you can tell where the grains are going and it naturally makes spaghetti. That to both sides. Once you have them scraped, you're just gonna take them out. Get all the flesh out. I like to put a little bit of butter on top. This is a really good seasoning that I'll use. Just like dried parsley, A little chili flake and garlic. Flake salt. And, oh, that's empty. Olive oil. Oop, came out quick on me. We got to pull our spaghetti squash while our steaks were resting. So I'm gonna do a little plate up, a little spaghetti squash, zucchini. This is super important because everybody would look at this and they would cut it this way, right? Because that looks like how it makes sense. But that would be wrong. The grains are going this way. So if I was to cut it this way, you can tell the grains are running this way. So when you bite into it, it's gonna be chewy. This goes to any skirt steak, bison skirt steak, beef skirt steak, anyone. Turn it like this. Now you're cutting against the grain. So let me show you a quick cut. Now that looks like a steak. See how juicy that is? You see all the fibers are broken. Tail piece, super tender. Oh my God. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Kind of an ugly plate up, but this is amazing food. I like when zucchini still has a little snap to it, but it's also soft and juicy, and it has a little char on it, and it's seasoned. That's how you do it right there. The spaghetti squash, that's on another level. Mmm. It's seasoned perfectly, it's buttery, it's a little sweet. Everything's perfect. This is a really good side, especially if you're gluten-free, celiac, or you just want to try new healthy dishes. Really good. Give it a try.